The Sustainable Communities and Waste Hub, led by UNSW, is part of the National Environmental Science Program, a long-term commitment from the Australian Government, bringing scientists together with traditional owners, communities and policymakers to drive real-world impact.
The practical outcomes from our work in community is something that we're so privileged that through this program, we're able to actually deliver in collaboration and partnership with Indigenous communities, with remote and regional communities, looking at how waste actually can be a resource and a fabulous opportunity to bring circular economy to life by remanufacturing different kinds of materials and products.
We're right at the beginning of a big kind of policy conversation, a big public conversation about how do we reduce our material footprint, how do we kind of divert some of the things that have ended up in waste streams, how do we reuse them or how do we divert them into more productive uses. So that's a huge sort of policy conversation, but it's a huge potential economic and social opportunity.
The work spans the things that we live with every day, the plastic that ends up in our water, the smoke we breathe when fires come, the choices a regional community has to make about what stays and what goes.
This research is really important to fund, mainly because climate change is fueling a lot of these extreme events, and we need to have a really good grip on understanding what the health impacts of climate change are, because the health impacts are really extreme and they're very expensive.
None of this work fits neatly into one discipline, one funding cycle, or one career path, and that's the point.
What we've done well within the Hub is try to develop cultural capability of researchers involved in Indigenous research. Many have not had previous experience in this space, and something we've worked hard on is developing those cultural capabilities.
I think the thing I'm most excited about is how we've been able to create opportunities for these researchers to develop their own research agendas and narratives, build relationships, build skills, and make this contribution to thriving regional communities in an economic, environmental and social sense. And that's a wonderful thing to be part of.
When it comes to circular economy, we're showing that actually practical real-world solutions built in collaboration and partnership is what is ultimately going to deliver impact.
The Sustainable Communities and Waste Hub. To find out more, head to our website.